What's going on, everyone? Marcus Rios here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my email template and message template that I use to help email and message college coaches that helped me land over 30 plus D1 scholarship offers. So let's get into it, no wasting time, so we can start messaging these coaches and getting these offers we want. So first thing we're going to go over is where to message these coaches. Now, you need to message them through email, Instagram, and Twitter. Those are the main thing. The biggest one is Twitter though. A lot of coaches are using that now. That needs to be your main source. If you don't have that, use email. If not that, Instagram. So those definitely need to be your main sources of when you're reaching out to coaches. Use those, and you can use this message template for any of those. So the first thing we're going to go over is the subject line. This is the first thing coaches are going to see. Your name. You're going to see your name, your graduation year, your position, your height and weight, and you need to put one thing that's going to make you stand out. So my example is class of 2024. I'm a cornerback, free safety, nickel. I'm 5'11", 170 pounds, and I run a 4.50 40-yard dash. Now that's what's going to allow you to stand out. So if you're not that fast, maybe you can put 4.0 grade point student, or academic All-American, or maybe you were, MVP on your team. Whatever it is, make sure it's catchy enough for them to finish reading your message, because that's the first thing they're going to see. Then we're going to go into the introduction. So for what I put is, and this is my example I use as if I was messaging a coach from UCLA. So, hello, Coach Smith. I've been following UCLA for a while now, and I'm impressed by your team's defense this year. From the way you run your aggressive defensive schemes and finishing number 2 in the Pac-12 for total defense and 15 interceptions as a unit, a physical press man corner like myself will love the opportunity to be a part of your program. Now, as you can see, I didn't go in bragging about myself. I showed the coaches that I'm bought into their program. I pay attention. I know what they need, and I'm the guy for them. Trust me, no one else is doing this. You're definitely going to set yourself apart within that first little paragraph. So then after that, I go into briefly explaining myself. And remember, let your film do the talking. You don't have to say much. So then I go into, my name is Marcus Rios. I'm a physical 5'11", 170 pound cornerback with a 4.5 40-yard dash at Cosumnes Oaks High School in Elk Grove, California. I've started on varsity since freshman year, recently competing at the Nike Stanford camp, finishing top 3 of all cornerbacks. Now there you see it. I briefly, mentioned my name and my height and my highlights, which was, running that 4.5 40-yard dash. But I also showed them I'm a competitor and I compete at a high level and I can dominate at a high level. I didn't say nothing about, my personal work ethic right now. I didn't say nothing about my season highlights. I'm showing him, look, like I'm different from all these other athletes. Here's why I am, because I'm a top finisher, from the Stanford camp that I went to. And if you don't have something like that, you got to figure out what's for you. Maybe you were, all section. Maybe you were all state. Maybe you were, the team's MVP or most improved. Whatever it is, figure it out. You got to use that. But be subtle though. You don't have to brag about anything, because remember, this message is for them to click on your highlight film. So you don't need to say too much, because your film will do the talking for you. So after that, now the next paragraph, now is where I brag about myself on really what sets me apart from every other recruit in the nation. So I say, I also received MVP honors at the Boise State football camp as well. I'm a fast, physical, smart, aggressive press man corner that loves to compete. I know your defensive play and schemes thrive with man coverage, so I know with my work ethic and my talent, I would be a great match for your program. Now, as you guys can see, no one else is going to be sending messages like this. Coaches love players that can compete, who are savvy and who are confident. That's what that little paragraph said. As you can see, I'm a physical press man corner, and I know with your schemes, I'm going to be bought into that program, and it's going to be perfect for me, as if I already know everything they do and I know how I can achieve that. So be savvy. Don't talk passive, oh, I would love. No, you got to show these coaches you're their guy, and they like that confidence. And coaches love players who can compete. So make sure you say that compete word throughout your email or message or Twitter message, because trust me, they love guys who are who can compete and who are confident. So after that, then I say a little brief sentence. Below you can find my Huddle account link with my highlight film stats and contact information, and that's where I put my school I go to, my class graduation year, my GPA, my highlight link, my phone number, my coach's contact info, and then my social media @ name. So for Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, any social media you have, make sure you put that on there because you want them to see your hard work. So if you haven't been posting workout highlights on your page, you need to do that consistently every day. They need to know who they're dealing with. They need to know who you are as an athlete and the type of work you put in. And then the last short sentence that I have is, I will also be competing at your program's camp soon. Looking forward to you seeing me compete and dominate at a high level. Thanks again, Marcus Rios. So that's it. That last reminder was, look, I know I'm your guy. I'm gonna be showing up at your camp. I'm gonna dominate. You will see me there. We will meet each other, and you're gonna like what you're gonna see. So this message right here, trust me, no other athlete is sending that. Most athletes just send their huddle account link and say, "Coach, I love the opportunity to play, and they brag about themselves. It's not about bragging about yourself. It's about getting the coach to click on your highlight film. How do you do that? Show that you've done your research. Show that you care about the program. Show that getting interest is more than just you getting a message back. Show that you bought into their program. And trust me, I use this for every single college, and the majority of them opened them, and then when it was time for them to respond, because there's periods where they can respond or not, they did. And they followed up with me and they said, wow, your message was great. We can tell you have a strong mindset. We could tell you train differently. We can tell you think differently. And we can tell that you really love the game and you really love to compete. We want you to come to our camp. We want you to come up for an unofficial visit. As soon as I start getting offers, we want you to come for an official visit. So trust me, guys, use this. And trust me, you're gonna see the good results. And before you guys start reaching out, remember, it all comes down to your highlight film. So you can message all the coaches in the world. You can have the perfect message, but if they're not impressed with your highlight film, you're not gonna get a response, right? So writing this good message is for them to click on your highlight film, but the final determining factor on whether they'll be interested in you, whether it's an offer, come to their camp, maybe you get a message back, or you get maybe their junior day, recruitment day, all comes down to your film. So focus on your training. It's all about the training. Don't worry too much about reaching out too much without putting in the work. It all starts with the work. For all you athletes, if you need help with training, step by step, body weight, resistance band training, field training, workouts, nutrition, muscle recovery, everything you need, I have a program for you guys. Click the description link in my bio. You can get started on my training app for just $1 for your first month. Your first month is only $1 and you can cancel it anytime. So if you only have $1 and you need help with your training, hit the description in the link in my bio, and I have step-by-step training for you and everything you need to be doing this off season to achieve your goals on the field and start getting interest from these coaches. All right. So remember, it comes down to your highlight film. How do you get a good highlight film? You have to train every day and you got to ball out in games. How do you do that? You got to know exactly what to do and how to train. I have a program for you guys. Hit the link in my description and trust me, my training app will have everything you need. And not only that, you'll have full 24/7 access to me to ask me any questions about recruiting, nutrition, training. I'm here for you guys. It's like I'm going to be your personal trainer. So I want to help all you guys. So let's work. So copy these messages formats. Boom. After you get done with that, download my training app and I can start helping you, and we can all enjoy this process, start getting interest and offers. Make sure you subscribe, comment any questions you have down below. I'm here for you guys, and start messaging and reaching out to these colleges. You should be messaging at least 20 plus schools a day. D1, D2, D3, it does not matter. Message them all. All right. So once again, don't forget to subscribe. Comment below any questions. Hey, y'all, keep grinding, keep working. I'm here for you guys. Let's get these offers.